Did you know that nearly half of US homes now have at least one smart device, with that number climbing to 85% when we include smart TVs and speakers? It's clear that these technologies are becoming more popular, but what does this mean for our daily lives? While smart home technology offers incredible convenience and comfort, many users are not fully aware of the privacy implications. This lack of awareness can leave us feeling uneasy and vulnerable, making it crucial to understand the risks and take steps to protect our privacy. Hello and welcome to Learn Home Automation. Today's topic is all about privacy in the smart home and how many of us may be overlooking a critical issue: the safety of our personal data. In this video, I'll break down how personal data is collected and used, share some real-world examples of privacy being compromised, and give you practical tips on how to regain control over your personal information. My goal is to arm you with the knowledge and tools you need to enjoy the benefits of smart home technology while keeping your privacy and security intact. Let's dive in. Understanding privacy in the smart home is crucial as these devices become more integrated into our daily lives. While smart homes bring many benefits, they also introduce privacy concerns that many users might not fully grasp. One major challenge is the lack of knowledge about privacy issues. Many smart home users are simply not aware of the extent to which their personal data is being collected and used. This gap in understanding can lead to a sense of complacency, where users might not fully appreciate the potential impacts of their data being accessed or misused. Another issue is the lack of transparency in how personal information is handled. Smart home devices often collect data without clearly informing users what information is being gathered or how it's being used. Additionally, complex or hidden settings can make it difficult for users to control their data, leading to situations where they might be unknowingly sharing more information than intended, potentially compromising their privacy. In summary, the key challenges in the smart home context revolve around a lack of awareness, transparency, and control over personal data. Addressing these issues is essential to ensure that users can enjoy the benefits of smart home technology without unnecessary stress. In a smart home, various types of data are collected by devices to enhance their functionality and user experience. Understanding what data is collected, how it's gathered, and why it's used is crucial for maintaining privacy. Smart home companies may collect personal information such as names, email addresses, and contact details while using their apps during the setup process or through user profiles. Their systems also gather sensor data like temperature, humidity, air quality, and movement or presence, as well as open windows or doors. Smart speakers and security cameras can record audio and video. Usage data such as when lights are turned on or off, brightness adjustments, and interactions with switches and blinds are also collected. According to research by Surfshark, popular manufacturers like Amazon's Alexa and Google Home collect a wide range of data points, including names, contact details, emails, text messages, browsing history, location data, health data, audio recordings, photos, videos, and search history. All this data is linked to an individual user profile. Data collection occurs through various means. Motion sensors, contact sensors, and environmental sensors gather the data relevant to their function. Audio and video data are collected by the microphones and smart speakers and security cameras. The most identifiable data, such as names, emails, and location data, are collected through the apps. The collected data serves several purposes. For one, it is essential for the proper functioning of smart home systems. Sensor and usage data are used mainly for automations, which are critical in enhancing value, functionality, and personalization. Cloud storage of camera footage also makes it easy to access recorded videos. Companies also use this data to improve user experience and develop new features or services, focusing on what users actually use and need. However, there is a potential for misuse. Data collected for legitimate reasons can be leaked if not properly secured or managed. Some companies might use this data for targeted advertising or share it with third parties or data brokers for marketing and research purposes. While not all companies share data with third parties, the risk of misuse still exists. Privacy in smart homes can be compromised in several ways, posing significant threats to our personal data. Unauthorized access and data breaches can occur, allowing people to access data they were not supposed to. Vulnerabilities in smart home devices or the software used to manage them can also lead to unauthorized data access and device control. Moreover, personal information can be misused by the companies that produce smart home devices. This misuse can happen in an effort to make larger profits, such as by selling data to third parties or using it for targeted advertising. Let's see some real-world examples of unauthorized access and breaches. In 2019, it was reported that Amazon employees review voice recordings from Echo devices, sometimes uncovering private conversations. The same year, a database from Orvivo, a Chinese smart home device company, was left without password protection, potentially exposing user passwords, account reset codes, geolocation, IP addresses, and more. In 2023, the FTC revealed that Ring allowed its employees and contractors to access customers' private videos without restrictions. In 2024, Wise cameras experienced a glitch that allowed 13,000 customers to access images and videos from cameras that didn't belong to them. This was the second such incident in 5 months. As for vulnerabilities of devices and software, in 2021, a critical vulnerability was discovered through Tech's Calais IoT cloud platform, affecting tens of millions of devices worldwide. In 2021, flaws were found in Genie and Mercury smart doorbells and cameras, allowing attackers to take full control of devices. In 2024, video doorbells sold by major retailers under the brand names Ekin and Tuck faced similar vulnerabilities. In 2022, a security issue affected Anker's UFI Homebase 2, potentially leading to privacy intrusion and unauthorized control. While companies often take measures to address these vulnerabilities and release updates, many smart devices like TVs often outlive their software support. This leaves them vulnerable to malware and exploitation, turning them into potential liabilities. Additionally, our personal data is highly valuable to third parties, and smart device companies often turn user behavior into valuable commodities. For instance, Amazon uses data from Alexa devices to personalize ads and recommend products, and Google's Nest devices face similar criticism. This trend is especially pronounced in the smart TV market, where manufacturers increasingly rely on advertising revenue. These practices raise concerns about how our data is used and who benefits from it. Have you heard about these incidents before? Did they make you take any steps to protect your privacy? Share your story in the comments. Your experience could help others stay safer. All of these scenarios might sound alarming, but my goal is not to scare you away from home automation, but rather inform you on good practices in order to be mindful of your privacy. Smart home hacking is rarely a real threat to most users. Burglars typically prefer physical break-ins over complex high-tech hacks. Home automation can actually protect you against these types of break-ins. Additionally, hacking attempts usually target large companies with a lot of data, rather than specific devices belonging to individuals. With a little effort and conscious decisions, you can be safe and enjoy the benefits of smart home technology. By keeping your data local, using devices from trustworthy companies, and following good online security practices, you can have peace of mind and minimize potential threats. Let's go into some more details. First, consider using a hub that allows for local control and avoid relying on cloud services. This means keeping your data stored locally on your own devices instead of remote servers. An added benefit is that your system will continue to work if there's an internet outage. If you're unsure about a company's security practices, opt for devices that use Zigbee and Z-Wave technology instead of Wi-Fi. These protocols work on their own mesh networks and are not accessible from the internet. Enable two-factor authentication for all your important accounts. This is a good practice in general, not just for smart home accounts. Two-factor authentication protects your account if your password leaks, either due to a company's database being breached or by accident. And speaking of passwords, use a password manager and avoid using the same password on two different accounts. Choose devices and services from trustworthy companies. Research the company's reputation, security practices, and customer reviews before making a purchase. This can help you avoid potential privacy risks. Resources that can help you check issues with popular brands include Privacy Not Included articles by Mozilla and Smart Home Privacy Checker by Surfshark. If you use cameras that offer a cloud save feature, be mindful of camera placement to avoid capturing sensitive data. These cameras are better suited for outdoor use. If you need cameras in more sensitive spaces, choose ones that do not send data outside your local network. Also, make sure to use secure passwords. There are also ways to access cameras remotely in secure ways without relying on cloud services. If you already have smart speakers from Google and Amazon, go through their settings and research ways to maximize your privacy. If you are thinking of purchasing one, you may want to look for alternatives or even consider a device without a microphone. In conclusion, by exploring how personal data is collected, used, and sometimes misused, we've uncovered the importance of being proactive about our privacy in the smart home. I truly believe that home automation can be a valuable asset in our everyday lives when used thoughtfully and with an awareness of potential issues. Remember that individual responsibility is key when it comes to protecting your privacy in your smart home. Regularly review the permissions and privacy settings of your devices and apps. Consider whether each app or device truly needs access to your information. If you find a device or app that doesn't respect your privacy, consider not using it. By voting with your wallet, you can encourage companies that honor your privacy and security. Be informed, cautious, and proactive. By understanding the risks and taking practical steps to protect your privacy, you can enjoy the benefits of smart home technology without compromising your safety. And that's it for today. What's the most surprising thing you learned about smart home privacy from this video? Do you have any tips or experiences you'd like to share about maintaining privacy in smart homes? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so why not leave a comment below? Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.